Hello, welcome back to youtube.com/snapbolt and twitch.tv/snapboltgames. My name is Max, and I have a double masters cube draft for you, and I actually haven't drafted on this new drafting thing on Arena yet. This is a phantom draft. I didn't even realize in this draft I get to select two cards. Alright, how do I make this goddamn sideboard card size? Let's make it a lot bigger. Okay, I have a minute 30, so I get to select two remaining. Cards I'm looking at have a minute 30. Path seems pretty good. I mean, Basilisk Collar does seem decent. Sift seems decent as well. Don't think I want to take Urza's Tower. Artifacts and enchantments are actually huge in this set, so Conclave Naturalist is pretty good. Sift, well, it seems good. Destroy target artifact if that had counters on it, put that many +1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. That's reasonable. I feel like Basilisk Collar and Path. I mean, I'm gonna take Path, I think 100%. Path is a really good removal spell. While Sift seems good, I don't think it's really necessary. Blood Moon basically does nothing. Basilisk Collar I think is just going to be a good card in any deck. It leaves me the most open. If I wasn't taking Color, I'd probably take either Dismantle or Conclave Naturalists. It's kind of awkward to take Naturalists, pick one as well. Maybe even Sift. Maybe I'd just go Path Sift and just like try to go into control of it. Okay, so you get 2 picks on the first pick, and then you get 1 after that. Okay. So there's a Liege of the Tangle. There's a Maze of Ith. Maze of Ith is actually pretty good. I think it's like a card that people should respect a little bit more. You have to miss a land drop, but there is a lot of equipment in this set. I don't really want Apprentice Wizard or Accomplished Automaton. Nothing else is really jumping out at me. I think like the picks probably between Ash Barrens, Maze of Ith. I don't think it's even Liege of the Tangle. I think it's just Maze of Ith. Can I make these cards like even a little bit bigger so they show up better on the screen? How's that? I'm gonna take Maze. I'm in a good spot to just. Okay, I was like, did that like, is that the same pack I just had? Like, what's happening? But it wasn't. Okay. There is a crop rotation. I think Golem Artisan is like a fine card. Don't know if I need it though. I could just take Chromatic Star, and that way I could like leave myself really open. I mean, Chromatic Star's gotta just be a fine playable, right? Don't really want Cathodian. It's fine. It's nothing crazy. Sphinx of the Guild pack is 7 mana. Just take a non-foil star. Not the biggest fan of foils. Wow, this is sketchy what's going on here. Right, Greater Good seems pretty hard to use. Sandstone Oracle is a big finisher. Crusader of Odric is a good card in aggro. Revoke Existence is also good. I may just take Everflowing Chalice here. I guess Ratchet Bomb is also reasonable, but a lot of things in this format cost a lot of mana, as you can see in this pack. I think I just take Chalice over Revoke and just kind of stay open with Chromatic Star, a couple artifacts, and a Maze of Ith. I can just be any color I want moving forward. Why is it auto-selecting me Parasitic Strix? It's kind of weird. Maybe it's just telling me what it's going to take. Brainstorm is like fine. I don't think it's great. I have a couple artifacts, but that doesn't mean Orcish Vandal is great. I definitely don't want to take like Volshok Gauntlets or Parasitic Strix. I guess it's between Brainstorm, Puzzle Knot, Vandal, and Revoke. And I think I'm just going to take Revoke. Again, I think a lot of people are going to play artifacts and enchantments. I think these cards are just good. from my limited experience in the format, and I don't think I really need like Puzzle Knot or Brainstorm, so I think I'll just stay open with a Revoke. Alright, now I can take another Revoke, but I think I just take Sift now. Then I'm pretty well set up for just like a random control deck. Yeah, I think it's pretty easily Sift over like Magnifying Glass or Revoke. Let's go. Somebody could be Tronning. God, it's so weird how I take a card, this pack remains here, and then it switches. It's like, makes you feel like, oh man, did I misclick? But no, I don't think so. Metallic Rebuke actually seems great in this deck. We already have like Basilisk Color, Chromatic Star, Chalice to kind of power out this Rebuke. Let's see. Don't really want Bone Picker necessarily. I don't think it's that great. While our colors could change, I think just taking a good card, kind of like thinking where we might be, is better. Wow, Glimmer Void. I mean, Glimmer Void might be good. I don't think I really need Time Sieve. I don't really want Accomplished Automaton, Welding Jars, whatever. Brainstorm's fine, but without Shuffle Effects, it's really not the same. I think Glimmer Void is just good. Like, I can get a lot more cheap artifacts, and if I don't end up playing this, I'm just missing out on like a Brainstorm. I think that's fine. But this is my opening pack. Wow, Sif came back, so blue seems open. Maybe people just don't think Sift is good. Maybe they're right, but I mean, I'm going to try to do it. Alright, so this is kind of like a Palladium Mirror that's a 0-1 in a way. I guess if I end up getting more big artifacts, I could just play Apprentice Wizard. I could also just take Accomplished Automaton here, though. Not sure. I don't think I need a 7-drop there. Target creature gets +2/+2 if you control an equipment. Whatever. I mean, how do I put this in my sideboard over here? Alright. Remember the Fallen. Returns a creature. I could take a Greater Good. I mean, it's probably the most powerful, but I have like one creature, and it's an Apprentice Wizard right now. I think I'd rather take Remember the Fallen, because it could be good. Okay, Brainstorm, yeah. Put this over in the sideboard if I can. Okay, I couldn't. Okay, put that in my sideboard. So I get to take 2 cards here. I guess they do the double first pick. If you're like actually drafting in real life or doing the live draft and you open 2 bomb rares, you want to be able to take both of them. Otherwise, it's a feel bad. So, Canonist doesn't really do that much. Mirrorsmith seems pretty good. Esperzoa could be good. I do only have 3 artifacts right now. It's possible I could play more colors than just blue and white as well. 3 mana, 4/3 flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, return an artifact. So I have to return something else, otherwise it returns itself. But there's some combos, I guess, with like Ancestral Blade, and I think if I just take Esperzoa Mirrorsmith, that seems good. Cast Down's just a good removal spell. Canonist, like, could be like kind of annoying for an opponent, but I just don't think it's that great. I think Mirrorsmith is definitely the pick. I think the second pick is between Esperzoa and Ancestral Blade. And I think I'm going to take Esperzoa, try to wheel Blade. Could be correct to do it the other way around, but I think I'm going to do it like this. Not really sure about that one. So this thing is good with equipment. Auriok Salvagers is good with Chromatic Star. There's Rush of Knowledge. Seems bad on our deck right now. There's another Revoke Existence, Flicker Wisp. Even a Braid seems like a great removal spell. Could splash it off like Star and Glimmer Void. Auriok Salvagers was really good for me when I had it. I played in a sealed event. I also had a couple baubles. Flicker Wisp seems decent as well. I think I just take Salvagers. I already have a star that goes with it. I can get more stuff. Salvage Titan. I just don't have enough artifacts for that, I don't think. This is close. I think I could have taken Flicker Wisp there, which wasn't sure. There's a big equipment here. There's a Cathodian, which I could take. What is this card? 4 mana, 3/2 lifelink. Discard a historic card. It gains indestructible. It's fine, I guess. Magnifying Glass seems good. I think I'd rather take Cathodian over a 4 mana 2/2 haste. Fabricate one. So it's like a 4 mana 3/3 haste. I think I'd rather even just have Magnifying Glass. Just get the value. It's like so slow though. 4 mana tap Investigate. Maybe that's just not good. Could also take Steel Sabotage. Can I just play that? Maybe I should just take like a random artifact dude. Cascade Bluffs. Don't have anything to splash yet. I don't think I want to take the rebuy for artifacts. There is an Accomplished Automaton. I could just take a Treasure Mage at this point in case I get something to go with it later. Not really that interested in Relic Runner or Cascade Bluffs. I mean, Cascade Bluffs would be fine, but I think I'm just going to take Treasure Mage as kind of like a way to hedge. Maybe it'll be good if I get something, and if not, it'll be dead, but I think that's where I want to be. I could take Automaton to at least make sure I have a Treasure Mage target, but I think I'm just going to take Chalice. I think this is just a good card. Our deck's not really doing anything right now, but I think that's okay. We'll find something to do. Take Chalice. There's a couple of Pongifies. There's also Sanctum Gargoyle, which I want. I have kind of like a mini artifact theme going. Definitely want more artifacts to go with like my Mirrorsmith and Salvagers. Remember the Fallen Esperzoa, so I can also Esperzoa plus Sanctum Gargoyle. Huh? Seems good. There's a Core Tapper. There's an Alabaster Mage, and there's a Chalice. There's also a Corridor Monitor, which is an artifact. So Core Tapper does work with Chalice. Puts charge counters on it. But there's nothing else I have that really cares about charge counters. I think I'd rather just have another Chalice over the Core Tapper. That could be wrong, but I don't know if I want to like try to combo that hard. Now with triple Chalice, I can just like take big stuff. Wow. Can I bring this up a little bit? This Isochron Scepter, it is an artifact. I have Path, I have Brainstorm, I have Revoke. Those are 3 good things with it. Let's go. I'm Sceptering here for sure. Alright, this is good. I'm going to take this. This is an artifact. It's kind of annoying for our opponents, less annoying for us. I may play it, may not, but I'm going to take it here. Relic Runner and Strength of Arms don't really appeal to me, so. Seal Sabotage or second Revoke. Or Kemba. I have 1 equipment right now. Could get more equipment, but this is still a 3 mana 2/4. Let's go Kemba. I kind of need just like a blocker anyway. Alright, let's take this for the board. I don't think I want that random crap equipment. Whatever, sure. Just take this double striker. Okay. Again, our deck's not really doing much yet. Again, we have a mini artifact theme going. We have just kind of a random assortment of cards. We do need a couple more ways to win. Maybe some 6 or 7 drops to go with our Treasure Mage. Right, there's a Mystic Gate. I don't want to take Accomplished Automaton. I can maybe get one even later. I can take Mystic Gate Bauble. Bauble goes with Auric Salvagers really nicely. It goes with, like, I guess, Remember the Fallen and Esperzoa. It goes with Sanctum Gargoyle, okay. Mystic Gate Bauble for now. There's also Chromatic Star, which is decent. I don't think I need like a Magus of the Will. Could be fine, but yeah, I just don't think I need that. I think I'd rather have Bauble, and I think Mystic Gate will be good. Just like help us fix our mana a little bit. Probably playing Glimmervoid at this point as well. Maybe I don't need it, but especially if I'm splashing something, I think it'll be good. If not, I just might not need it. It might just be too much of a liability. Alright. I think I'm fine taking Bauble Mystic Gate here. Okay, do I finally take a 7-drop in Automaton? Ichor Wellspring, is that doing anything? It's just drawing a card. I'm not really ever sacrificing it, right? I think I have to take Automaton here, as bad as that is. I can take Crib Swap as well. Card's fine. Glintsleeve Artisan is fine, but I think I need like a big way to win. And just in case like I can't get any more, it's getting late enough in the draft where I might just want to take this. Okay, Master Transmuter. Can put this in or put other stuff in. Can return artifacts to my hand, which is not great. Could also just take Fairy Mechanist. Don't think I want Pongify. Cathodian's fine. I don't think I need a 4th Everflowing Chalice. Although I think it would be fine. I think Mechanist looks good. I can find like Automaton. I can find just Chalices and Baubles and stuff. Yeah. Cathodian I'd play, but Mechanist looks good. Ooh, Master Splicer is a good one. Dismantle's good. I just don't think it's worth a splash necessarily. Probably just taking Master Splicer. Just need like more actual stuff to do. Ion Storm, 2 mana, remove a +1/+1 counter or charge counter from a permanent you control. Deals 2 damage to any target. So that's for like the charge counter deck. I have triple Chalice, but I think I'd rather just take a Master Splicer here. We can take another one or a second Salvagers. It's definitely between those 2 cards. Not going to be a 3rd Sift. It's going to be a second Salvagers or second Master Splicer. So Salvagers is good with Star and Bauble. But I think this gets even better in multiples, and maybe we'll even get one more. Ooh, Cogwork Assembler. If I make a bunch of mana with Chalice, that gives me something to do with it. And it's just a 3 mana 2/3 artifact. It's pretty. Oh, there's a Riddlesmith. I just saw that. Somehow my eyes like glazed over the Riddlesmith. Riddlesmith is very good. Just like a free loot. You don't even have to pay any mana. I mean, making a copy of Accomplished Automaton is just so good. It's a nice way to win. Making a copy of Scepter is not very good. It exiles it. Oh shit. Okay, I just took Cogwork Assembler. I tried to take Riddlesmith at the last second, but I kind of messed up. Let's see, 30 seconds. I can take a Sphinx of the Guild pack, actually. over Cloud Reader Sphinx. It's kind of weird, but this is a good win con, and I can find it with Treasure Mage, and I think I can make enough mana that having like a semi-reliable way to finish the game is good, and I think this finishes the game a lot better than this, even though it costs more mana. But actually being able to find it with Treasure Mage and being an artifact, I think makes it the pick. Kalia, okay. I guess I'll take another Sift. I mean, I may play it. I have a lot of mana. So when you have a lot of mana, drawing cards gets even better. Second Automaton, I may play that. Ooh, Crib Swap, do I want that? I also might just want Glint Sleeve Artisan as just like a random playable. I want Crib Swap. I don't really have much removal at all. I'll take a Steel Sabotage. I'll probably start this in the board, and then if they have a bunch of artifacts, I'll bring it in. May not even play the Brainstorm that I have. Wow, Remember the Fallen seems good to me. Don't think I want Brainstorm. So this is a bunch of cards. I'm certainly going to need to cut some cards. I can cut Kemba. I can bring that in just as a 2/4 against aggro, but well, Apprentice Wizard, get out of here. I might only need one Accomplished Automaton. Might not need two. Might also not need triple Sift. Might only need double, but kind of like starting triple. Let's take these lands out for a second. I just don't think I need Glimmervoid. If I was splashing a color, I'd play this because I have so many artifacts, but I just don't think I need the blue-white fixing. I have a Mystic Gate and a Chromatic Star. Excuse me. Double Remember the Fallen, triple Sift. I just have so much value. So right now, this is 11 lands. I'm not going to need that many lands, but I am going to need more than 11. Could cut Cathodian. It's just like a 3-mana 3/3. It's not doing that much. Could cut one Remember the Fallen. Side in the second one in like a slower matchup. I think I want Revoke. I think I want Basilisk Collar. So this is 13 lands. I need probably like 15 lands. Maybe I can't play triple Sift, maybe just double. I just need like actually some like sustenance to my deck. Like my deck cannot be like entirely draw and discard. So Scepter right now only works with Revoke and Path. That's just not going to do it. Path is just like obviously insane, but I don't think I can 2-card combo because often if I have Path, I'm going to want to cast it. So this is 15 land, triple Chalice, Bauble, Star. I think that's plenty. My mana curve is kind of high, but again, triple Chalice plus Bauble plus Star. I do have a Maze of it though, so maybe I want 16 lands. Like I don't think Fairy Mechanist, Sanctum Gargoyle, Splicers, or Auric Salvagers are cuttable at all. Crib Swap's cuttable, Canonist is cuttable. Mirror Smith's not. Esperzoa. Is this card even good? I mean, returning like Sanctum Gargoyle, Fairy Mechanist every turn is really good. Other than that, it's just like a downside. Still a 3-mana 4/3 flying though. And if I like have a Chalice on 0, I can just keep bouncing that with Zoa. Seems good enough, and I can even like get cast triggers out of Mirrorsmith and stuff. Maybe I just go 15 land Maze of It? Is that just too greedy? Remember the Fallen seems like good value. Trading an artifact and creature. 15 lands plus Maze of It is only like 14 lands. That's just like really not much. I do have triple Chalice, but I think I want to play Maze of It because I don't really have much removal. Maybe I cut Crib Swap because it's like a bad removal spell and just play a land over it. Alright, I'll try it like this. Really not sure. I haven't played too much of this format, but I'm playing Maze of It as kind of like a spell slot. I think I'm going to need about an even amount of plains and islands. All my stuff's single colored. My mana should be pretty good. 16 lands, one of them's Maze of It. Let's go. I have some like sideboard that I can do. If I'm like against grindy matchups, I can bring in Remember the Fallen. I even have a third Sift, which I think honestly if I bring that in, I'm just going to draw through my deck and not win. So I don't think I can really do that. Sanctum Spirit can come in as well against aggressive decks because I can discard artifacts to have a 4-mana 3/2 like semi-indestructible. I think Maze of It is good enough though. Alright. Round 1 against Wily Wizard. Snap Keep the Sand. Sand is great. We have a turn 3 Zoa. And we can turn 2 Chalice and then plan on bouncing the Chalice. Maybe get to this Automaton at some point. Ooh, Treasure Mage. Sure. Cast with multi-kicker 1. Pass. I could even just run out Master Splicer next turn. Just to have turn 3/4 power. I mean, I guess this is also that I have to bounce Chalice. I can play this later, it might be better. Red-white. Right. Red-white is usually fairly aggressive. And that shows it likely is. Alright, let's see. If I play Esperzoa, I still don't have... Improvise is your artifacts can tap, right? Even your creatures. Your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap. Yeah. I think I'm still just tapping out for Master Splicer. This just gets a lot of power early onto the board. It's like if they deal with Master Splicer, sure, then I still have a 3/3. Otherwise, I just make 5 power on turn 3. Seems pretty good against red-white. If I draw, even if I don't draw land, I can play Esperzoa and leave up Rebuke. Potentially, if I don't attack with Golem. I mean, I'm looking to be in a great spot this game, but opponent can certainly have powerful cards. Braid my 4/4. Okay. If they attack, I'm snap trading. They don't. Land, and I can leave up Rebuke. Okay, Collar. Collar is actually fine. I'm going to play Esperzoa, and then I'm going to play Collar. And pass. I'm probably just going to bounce Chalice next turn. Because if I draw a land, I can Chalice for 2. It seems nice to be able to like bounce Chalice, replay it for 2, and then equip Collar onto Esperzoa and start attacking. Not going to attack for 1, just going to stay back to block, just in case my Esperzoa gets killed. I can also just bounce Basilisk Collar, which might be a little safer. Opponent with 5 cards in hand still. Accomplished Automaton, huh? It's in our deck. We have a Treasure Mage, so we can find it in the late game. And we still have the Sphinx we can find with this Treasure Mage. We'll probably draw that Sphinx next turn and just have a dead Treasure Mage in our hand, though. We don't have any Brainstorms to put them back. Not that... I mean, that would be a sweet play. Go Brainstorm, put back 7-drop, Treasure Mage, get 7-drop. It's kind of like the classic old Squadron Hawk play where you play Squadron Hawk, get 3 Squadron Hawks, then you Jace Brainstorm, put 2 Squadron Hawks back, play another one, get those 2, then you just draw so many cards. Wow, they have multiple breeds. Okay, well, Esperzoa is still staying out for now. They probably just couldn't beat Basilisk Color. This card is nice. Okay, Ancestral Blade is fine. We have a 2/2, so I have to bounce Chalice. I draw Remember the Fallen, which is actually good. This is interesting. Kind of want to do Weave Up Rebuke, but I also kind of want to just play Treasure Mage to trade with something. I mean, Esperzoa is kind of holding it down, but I kind of want to also just leave that out there. I think I'll just... Chalice for 0. Plan on bouncing that with Zoa. I can play Treasure Mage or I can Weave Up Rebuke. What is better? My opponent is likely going to play a spell next turn. I'm going to Weave Up Rebuke. I'll trade 4 for 2 if they want to attack with their soldier. If they ever end up killing this Master Splicer, and I get to Remember the Fallen, that plus Basilisk Color back, that's like so huge. Alright, what you got, red white opponent? Double Abrade, that's honestly pretty scary just considering they have that. Because there's so many, like, we have so many artifacts. I'm just going to attack for 2. No, they're attacking with, well, I'm going to just trade for Goblin, 100%. And they could Blood Rush it, but man, I'm pretty laggy here. Hope I don't misclick. Yeah, now I can like set up a pretty nice Remember the Fallen, get back Basilisk Color, eventually equip it to Esperzoa, and just have a 4/3 flying lifelink. Yeah. They Blood Rush this. Whenever one or more creatures deal combat damage to a player, if it's in your graveyard, you may pay 3. If you do, return it to your hand. Alright, so it's a repeatable Blood Rush, but they don't have 3 mana, so they can't get it back right now. Just need to draw more lands at this point, but I'm glad I ran less lands, honestly. Couldn't counter that Blood Rush because it's an ability, it's not a spell. So I bounce Chalice. Land is fantastic. So what happens if I Chalice? I can Chalice for 0. Remember the Fallen, Basilisk Color plus Splicer, and play Basilisk Color. That seems pretty good. Opponent didn't really do much last turn. Do both. Creature, artifact. And then I get to even play Basilisk Caller this turn. Have the Master Splicer in hand that I can replay. It's just so much value. This card just is pretty nice. But I only had one because, again, if I had like a second one in hand here, it'd be pretty clunky. And play Basilisk Caller. Next turn I'm able to replay Master Splicer. This card has shown itself to be good. Looks like they reprogrammed a Chalice as well. It used to be where you could cast it or cast it multi-kicker, but now you just have to cast it multi-kicker and choose 0, which is certainly how it should be. And I'm going to just keep attacking because I can just equip Color to Esperzoa next turn. If they had a removal spell for this, they would have already played it. Your artifacts in each artifact you tapped after done activating mana abilities pays for 1 mana. Yeah, so this doesn't actually tap for blue for Rebuke. Just wanted to double check. But opponent just, I feel like they just have a straightforward, kind of middle of the line red-white deck. I mean, maybe they have some bombs we haven't seen yet, but it's not like their deck it seems to be doing anything like too crazy powerful. Opponent in the tank. Maybe we can just kill them with Esperzoa over 5 turns. They're attacking for 4. If I get to leave up Rebuke next turn, it's just really nice. I mean, we're certainly a little bit tight on mana, but I could see games like, especially where we don't have Esperzoa, where we're just like Chalice into 7-drop. Okay, they don't pay 3 to return that. I wasn't even worried about that if that's what their line was going to be. Cathodian, okay. That's fine. Guess I return Chalice. Can always just replay it for 0 or cast it for more. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to play Plains. I want to be able to equip Color this turn. Although, if I don't, I play Master Splicer, leave up Island, play Chalice for 0. I have Island, Color, Chalice, and Golem up to play Metallic Rebuke. Alternatively, if I play Chalice for 2, I can tap it, equip Collar. That just seems way worse. Yeah, let's just do this line. Let's cast for 0. Just quote unquote going off with Esperzoa here. I don't get to equip Collar this turn, but I don't think that's as relevant because I do get to deploy 5 power and 5 toughness. And then I still get to leave up Rebuke. So I think this line is better because this protects me against anything crazy they can do. And if I just have to take any damage next turn, I can. And if they try to kill this, I can potentially counter it. So I think this is certainly the line. Not really in a rush to get this automaton down, although it probably will be game if I can. Remember the Fallen just coming through here. Esperzoa, 5-turn clock, what you got? Got this Rebuke up. This was like a nice pickup. I wish we had like 1 or 2 more of these, then our deck would be a lot better. Because we just have a lot of cheap artifacts we can deploy in like Star, Chalices, Collar, Bobble. It's a modern playable card right here. I'm not worried about them attacking me back for damage because I also have this color that I can equip to my guys and gain life back. What is this path? Path the Golem? Yeah, I'm going to counter that. Well, I could tap this for 1 mana for each charge counter, which is interesting to know. I've never really thought about that, but even if it doesn't have charge counters, you can still tap it for mana. That was an easy rebuke, because if they had untapped, they could have been able to pay for rebuke, but I'd rather just save my 4/4. If they're willing to pass the 4/4, I'm willing to counter it. I'm going to plan on just bouncing my Chalice on upkeep here. Opponent playing pretty slow here as well. I feel like I've been taking my time in this game, but opponent has really been taking their time. They got plenty. They have 16:30 left, but still. There's been some interesting lines, especially that we've had to take, but opponent's deck does seem pretty straightforward. Next turn I can go bounce Chalice, replay it. I mean, I do have to keep bouncing an artifact, so replaying Chalice for 2 doesn't really increase my overall mana because, I mean, I could just bounce Collar at that point, but then I still have to replay it and re-equip it. So likely I'm just going to bounce Chalice, play Treasure Mage, replay Chalice, and play it on, Council's Judgment. They're going to target the Golem or the Esperzoa? They target the Golem. Okay. This Master Splice are just doing work in this game. So they hit for 5. I think I'm just going to take. Could chump, gain 3 life. Okay, they're attacking here. I'm going to snap block the 2/1. That's like the easiest block in my life. And then I just get to go equip Collar onto Esperzoa and just start easily winning this race. I mean, I also kill them in 2 hits. Bounce Chalice. Land. I mean, I don't think playing Chalice out actually does anything, but I think I might as well, because I can do everything here. Get my 7 mana card. Protection from all colors, right? Oh, protection from monocolored. And it is all colored. Okay, that's what it is. Obviously, it's not protection from all colors. Alright, let's hit for 4 lifelink. Hope no second path. Probably should have just equipped, attacked, and then done stuff. Opponent at 4, so they have to deal with this. I can even just bounce Basilisk Collar on my upkeep, potentially. Angel of Dawn, okay. So this is a 3/3 flying. This does block Esperzoa. I'm just going to take here. I think I actually bounce Basilisk Collar because then I can for sure play Sphinx and then have lethal next turn. It does suck. Then in that case I won't get to gain life. If I just, yeah, because I can always just replay Collar and re-equip if I want. Okay. Well, obviously it was better to bounce Chalice, so knew I was gonna draw a land. But I'll just attack with Esperzoa. They have to block with Angel. Then I play Sphinx, which is another lethal threat. It's pro monocolored. Am I safe enough in that situation? What if I go color on Esperzoa, play color, equip, attack, go up to 10? Seems worse to me. I'm going to attack with just Esperzoa. They have to block. Could play Accomplished Automaton as well to be a little safer, but I think playing the Sphinx is safe enough. It's most likely going to have protection or hexproof from all their cards. And then it's also just a 5/5. And I have a Treasure Mage to chump if I need to. I think bouncing the color there was a little bit safer, because if I don't draw a land and I draw a random spell that's not good, then I can still play a 7-drop. So I bounce color, don't draw a land, let's say, draw like a random 2-drop or something. Then I attack, trade, and still play a 7-drop. It's lethal again next turn. So it just makes it more likely that I'm going to have lethal on the following turn by taking the line that I did. It's possible this deck should just have both Remember the Fallen's main, because I have Chromatic Star and I have Bauble to get back with Remember the Fallen. But I think the way I have it built now is fine. I might actually want to side out some of the Sifs, because it looks like I'm up against a fairly aggressive deck. I think I don't want to get Blood Rushed here. Let's see. +2, +1, +3, +1. They could have another one of these. In that case, I could just play an Accomplished Automaton. I'll just do this. If they have a pump spell, they do. I just don't want to die to something. If they don't have a pump spell, they're just dead. To my Sphinx. Opponent actually did pretty well in this game. I felt like we were super far ahead. Maybe they were hoping I'd kill Cathodian. Oh, they just concede. Okay. Maybe they were just hoping for like a no block and they pump and win or something. Alright, Sifs. Well, it is good card advantage. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe Sanctum Spirit. 3/2 lifelink. It's just not a good card though. Cogwork Assembler, a little slow. Don't think I want Crib Swap. Try bringing Cathodian for Sift. That seems good. Could bring in Sanctum Spirit for the second Sift as well. This is just not good, right? It's still a 3/2 lifelink, I guess. I think I need less value in this matchup and more just like stuff to put on the board. And if I have that, I'm going to win. Yep, this hand looks great. Our deck is not insane by any means, but seems totally reasonable. We're on a mulligan to 6, essentially, because we have one of our 7-drops. Expedition map. I want the opponent to show me why. What land do they have that they need to find? Wow. Did they change decks? Or did I just not see black? Maze of Ith, okay. This is a good time just to talk about Maze of Ith. Like, you generally want to hold off on Maze of Ith as long as you can. Alright, they crack. Do they just get... Are they just playing Expedition Map to fix their mana? Plains? I mean, I guess that's fine. I wonder if they sat it into black or if they had black the whole time. I'm gonna plan on just jamming a treasure mage unless I draw anything else. Then into Master Splicer if I draw land. So other creatures get +1/+0 as long as you control an equipment. It's a 2 mana 3/2. That's something, but I have a 3 mana 2/2 draw card that can trade with that. It is draw my 7 drop. That's actually not bad. If I can just get to that, then I should be able to win. Especially since I have both my 7 drops in hand. God, my shorts keep riding down here. Alright. If I'm going to start missing land drops, or if I want to go 4-drop, 4-drop, I may just end up deploying this Maze of It, but I want to deploy my Master Splicer next turn. Opponent like really taking their time. If they win this game, they might be short on time for game 3. Twisted Abomination cycling for Swamp. It's looking like they changed decks based on what we did. Well, I'm going to snap trade here. I think we're like heavily favored in the long game. I'm trading their 2 mana 3/2 for my 3 mana 2/2 draw card. Seems really good for us. Hidden stockpile, sure. Okay. I mean, it's good, but it's like I don't really care at the same time. Can easily outgrind a hidden stockpile. Sack a creature, scry 1. And then if a permanent, you control up, so you can like sack your servos to scry and make another servo. And this card is good. It's just not exactly that scary. I want to save Sanctum Gargoyle if I can, so I can utilize the regrowth effect. What you got, Wily Wizard? This is a pretty sweet servo token, by the way. Seems like something out of Star Wars. Pretty sick art as well. It's funny that this guy's here with his golem. It would be cool if the golem that it made was the same art as the guy is like this guy on the card. That'd be sick. Salvagers, get back expedition map. Okay, that's a combo. Sort of. Chalice. I mean, Chalice is actually good. I don't necessarily want to let them keep getting back expedition map and playing it, but I think I'm fine with it. I think I'd just go play Plains, play Chalice for 2. Oh. And then pass the turn with Path Up. I can attack, but they can just block with Servo, sack a creature, scry 1, and then I don't have my golem back, so I'll just pass. They can sack Servo to make another. Oh, no, it's only at the beginning of your end step, so I could have attacked there, but whatever. I think not attacking is fine too. If they want to Salvagers, get back expedition map and crack it, that's like so slow just to draw 1 land. I don't really necessarily want to waste my path on that salvagers right now, so I think I'll wait. Alright, I mean, I'm going to block with Golem. If they go to Blood Rush, I can path. Path their servo. Should be fine, because then I can just start deploying my 7-drops after that. Win with those. And I can even play Maze of Ith. Like, if they go Blood Rush on servo, and I go path, and I go untap, play Sphinx, attack for 4, that puts them in such a bad spot. They're just scrying. Yeah, this is like just great for me. Opponent just looks like they may not have like too much experience. I really don't want to be mean, but they're playing slow. They're playing interesting cards. Okay, Brimstone Volley this. Okay, that's fine. Could path the Salvagers, but I just don't think I need to. That's fine. Mystic Gate. So I can play Mystic Gate to leave up path rather than Maze of Ith. I don't think I need to Maze of Ith. So let's just Mystic Gate. Oops. Into Sphinx. And I'll just plan on playing Accomplished Automaton next turn. If they somehow kill either Sphinx or Automaton, then I'll just Sanctum Gargoyle it back. And again, no real rush to deploy Maze of Ith. They're not really threatening any attacks here, so. Again, I just don't see how opponent's going to win this game and then win one more game in 7 minutes, 18 seconds at the rate they've been playing. I was honestly kind of hoping for like a quicker draft, but it's going slow. Come on, opponent, what you got? Seven mana, 5/5 flying, hexproof from all colors. Sure. Triple Chalice. Master Splice is actually pretty good. Just the fact that it's 4 mana, 5 power, spread over 2 bodies. The artifact like token is kind of easy to deal with because you can bounce it, you can kill it with stuff like a braid, but leaving the Master Splicer body left over is good. Alright, looks like they're just going to do the same scry play. I'll oblige. I'm not worried about Blood Rush here, especially I have Path up. The good news is at some point the opponent's going to have to start playing faster. Right, they just let it die. It says hexproof from monocolored. They're returning Expedition Map. Sure. Play Expedition Map? Sure. I'm like not pathing this on purpose just because like if this is what they're doing, I just don't care. Like if that's what they're doing, that's just good for me, I think. I'd rather like path like a 6-drop they eventually play or a 7-drop they eventually play than path this. Like this is just what, 5 mana, draw a land right now. It took the opponent like 30-40 seconds off their clock to do so. All right, I'm just gonna slam this. I guess at this point I can deploy Mazavith. Servo, I don't need it to be a 6-8, I don't think. Attack for 5. Play Maze and pass. What you got, opponent? Braid the automaton, sure. You can Sanctum Gargoyle that back. Angel of Dawn, sure. Probably path that. Attacking with both of these. Maybe at this point I just path the Salvagers. And they trigger Revolt. Wait, I probably shouldn't have even have done that. Whatever, it's fine. This 3/3 flying I don't think is doing that much. I guess they could play another one, which would be annoying. Just maze it at their guy. Attack, play Sanctum Gargoyle. Draw another land, because of course. 4, 5, 6. There's just no way that the opponent's going to have enough time to win another game after this, let alone win this game. If they played another Angel of Dawn here, that would slow me down, but there's just no way. We just got to be patient and just let the opponent time out here, I suppose. Attacking with servos and Angel. I'm actually just going to maze Angel. I suppose I'll block servo, because why not? They'll sack it, stockpile. I mean, stockpile is like sort of keeping them in this game. But I don't think it's going to quite do it. Alright, they make a 1/1. They also have to deal with this somehow. Under 3 minutes. Win this game and the next one. Canonist. We know about Canonist, come on. Making a bunch of servos. We just keep drawing lands, fine. Oh, I missed tap, so I have to click all these. Just servo and then attack for 5. Automaton doesn't even have like that great attacks right now anyway, so I don't think there's any real reason to make it a 6/8. Rather just have another body. path the big dude. Sure. We're super flooded here, but we're still doing okay. We have 8, 9, 10, 11 out of our 16 lands. 5 out of 22 left. It's not much. They scry on upkeep, and it's going to be tough. I think they just need another Angel of Dawn in order to trade with this. Let's try again. They need like a multicolored card or another angel. I feel like they're looking for Angel of Dawn. They have one more scry. I can also just like attack with Sanctum Gargoyle at this point. Or if they double block, I can even just maze it with my own Sphinx to save it. They just don't have enough time. Kind of sucks, but I mean, they played super slow. Oh, there's Angel. They found it. Alright, well, I can trade for some stuff, I suppose. Do I even want to? Not really. I'll just maze their Angel. Bobble, just not a good draw. Opponent's just going to time out, though. I think I can attack with both. If they block one here, then they lose another Angel, then they're just dead to the Sphinx again soon. And if they go block here, then I can just maze this. So I let that happen, and then I just can maze this. Hit for 2. Draw. Remember the following. Sweet. Get back Treasure Mage. Doesn't find anything. Oh wow, they found another answer. And they didn't even scry. I have Remember the Fallen though. Oh, I'm at 10. Am I going to lose? I mean, there's no way I can lose the next game, but pretty funny. Okay, I can go trade here. Walk here, take 5. I guess I could have gone for less blocks and then been able to win somehow, but let's do both. Oh, did I not Mazavith either? Oh no, I had to Mazavith on my turn. Sphinx. Oh wait. Return both, return a creature and an artifact. Don't have enough mana left to play both of them. I'm at 5. They have 2 flyers. I have a flyer. I have Mazavith as well. And pass. Generally when I'm streaming, because I kind of lag when I'm streaming, like I can be behind on time, but opponent was just playing super slow. Maybe they're lagging as well, but who knows? It's hard to say. Might as well just play a bunch of stuff out for fun. Then next turn I can attack. Oh wow. And they ran out of time. Unfortunate. But they still needed to win one more game after that. So it wasn't like they were like really that close to winning. They lost game one, and then game two was close. I still was ahead there, but then they lost on time in game two. Let's hope these next matches are a little bit quicker. Against Arrow Squirrel, and keep this bad hand. I mean, I ran less lands for a reason here. It would have been fine functioning on less, but oh no, come on, please. I'm not going to path like pretty much any 2-drop, so wow, Baleful Strix, that's good. Revoke. Revoke is fine. At least have a target for that. Hopefully don't have to revoke that Strix. Against blue-black. Chalice for 1. Bobble. Makes sense. Man, destroying lands. Do I revoke Chalice? I think so. Just not going to attack. That could be wrong. Maybe I was supposed to just let them have the mana and just save to revoke, but not sure. No attack. Pass. Okay, Sift is a great draw. It's exactly what we want in this situation when we're flooded. Still just not going to trade Canonist for Strix at this point. Thirst for Knowledge, okay. Could play Sift in response, but I think I'm fine to wait. Don't think they're really going to just leave up a counterspell. Why are they not cracking Bobble? They must have some combos with it. They want it in play instead. Maybe they have multiple of the... oh, this is... no, I thought this was a fucking sorcery. Oh man, that is bad. I just time walked myself. Well, I was thinking it was a Reign of Revelation. I literally thought it was the same card. Now I just get punished. I mean, they probably had Metallic Rebuke last turn as well, but it just feels so bad. Yeah, I was thinking maybe they had Esperzoa that they want to leave Bobble in play, but they have Baleful Strix anyway to bounce. At least right now. Yeah, not sifting main phase was terrible there. Again, they probably had Metallic Rebuke anyway. Things may have not played out that differently in the end, but it still just feels really bad. Seems like a pretty controlling matchup here. Fatal Push, sure. Attack for 1. I think both players just don't have like a great draw here also. I think I'll just jam. Don't know if it was necessarily getting much better. Put it on the bottom or top. Yeah, it's a cool card. plus a second Thirst for Knowledge. We could have used some Thirst for Knowledges. Opponent down to 19 cards in the library. They discard Sphinx? That is not good for us. Oh, then they rebuy Sphinx to leave up Counterspell. Okay. Land, not going to do it. Probably just going to die to that Sphinx. An opponent could have just cast Sphinx. Maybe they wanted to leave up counter. That's all I can really think of. Just pretty flooded here. No combo with salvagers right now. Could draw Maze of Ith or our own Sphinx. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, you can return it from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, resolves. Not ideal here. I have to go trade for this 4/2, path the Baleful Strix. I could path the... No, I can't even path the 4/2. And then path the Strix, because I can't path the Sphinx. Has protection from monocolored. This game feels pretty over to me. The misplay with the Sift was just massive. Can't believe I thought that was a instant. It's embarrassing. This is just hexproof from monocolored, okay. So play Sanctum Gargoyle. I have Rebuke up, but I have to chump right now. All I'm getting back is a Canonist as well, so I'm still not dead this right now, but probably. They can also sack this to draw another card. They're at 11 cards in the library. Oubliette. Alright. They got me with their Sphinx of the Guild pack. It's kind of what we were trying to do. Opponent's deck seems pretty good. Do I want like a second Automaton in this matchup? I think I still do want Revoke. Canada seems like whatever. They have a lot of artifacts, and I don't think the ability is going to really hinder them too much. Steel Sabotage could be okay, just like countering an artifact. Do I want another Sift? I think this is fine. Don't think I want another Accomplished Automaton either. Doesn't seem great. Yep, snap this one off. This hand looks great. Put it on the mulligan. I don't know why they didn't crack their bauble for a turn or two. I'll crack mine on upkeep. That way I draw it on my next turn. Swamp. Okay, I know they have a swamp. Draw. Remember the Fallen's okay. Let's add white, draw. And then just plan on playing a Chalice here. I wonder if I even have like one too many lands. I think I'm just getting a little bit flooded naturally. I don't think I want to remember the Fallen back a Chromatic Star. I think I'll wait. Fate Chalice as well. I'll just wait. Oh man. Brutal. I mean, 15 land Maze of Ith. 15 land plus Maze of Ith. It's just not much. I guess I play around Metallic Rebuke, and if they have a counterspell, I can remember the Fallen back 2 things, which is nice. Nice, I can get my Sphinx. Not going to remember the Fallen right now. Maybe I should have cited second Remember the Fallen, but it seems like a lot of times we may just be staring at each other here. Gleaming Barrier. What does this do again? It's a 0/4 when it dies, create a treasure token. Seems pretty bad. Probably shouldn't be in the deck post board, right? I think I'll attack and then try to play Accomplished Automaton, actually. I'd rather that get countered than my Sphinx. I know then they still know about the Sphinx, but that's okay. They just have like a removal spell for this. I get to remember the Fallen. Definitely servo. I think most of the time you're going to servo. They just draw. Fatal Push my guy. Too bad I already have this in hand. Because remembering the Fallen that back gets worse now. Okay. You have 6 cards in hand though. Chalice, okay. I think I just trade here and try to remember the Fallen back my Automaton later. I'm going to try to just slam things into a counterspell, I think. 7, 8 mana. I think I'll just wait on Chalice as well. I don't think I need to rush it out. And then this way I can just oh, is this Metallic Rebuke? Hinder. Alright, well they can put that on the bottom. Maybe I should have Chaliced for 1, because then next turn I might be able to remember the Fallen plus Accomplished Automaton. But I kind of wanted to be able to Chalice just for like 5 or something, just in case. I need like a bunch of mana. I have 7, 8, 9 mana potentially. Yeah, maybe I should have Chalice for 1, but I did not. I'm not going to remember the Fallen right now. So I'm going to just play a huge Chalice. I guess I could have played Remember the Fallen right now, but I don't even think I really want. And I'm tapping wrong too. Thirst for Knowledge, sure. They discard land. Another Thirst for Knowledge, jeez. Playing 3 Thirst for Knowledge. Maybe I should have the last Sift in my deck here. They discard land. Okay. I have a lot of mana. Draw another land. Let's hope this resolves. Choose a creature. Treasure Mage. Treasure Mage is just a 2/2 at this. Oh, no, it's not. Because I have that thing on the bottom of my library. Treasure Mage and Automaton. No, they have another hinder. It's not good. Pass. Just not playing that well. I should have left up planes and then played the Remember the Fallen on the same turn. I had John Chalice for 1. Opponent also with just 13 cards in their library. Maybe they just only have 1 Sphinx left to win with? Do I just path this? I think I do. They could certainly still have Metallic Rebuke in their deck. I have like infinite mana. They cast down their own creature. They must really not have many ways to win. Okay, wow. Sanctum Gargoyle, great draw. Start by attacking. Opponent could certainly have another counterspell. Lag. Gargoyle. They need like another hinder. Wow, Steel Sabotage. Okay. Just getting fucking wrecked here. Okay. Having a bunch of mana for this thing is good. You can create a copy of itself and attack. Could have waited like till their end step, but I think just attacking now is fine. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mana. So next turn I can activate twice. So now even if they play the 7 mana 5/5 flyer, I can just make a couple copies of it. It's just hexproof from monocolored. It's not hexproof from artifacts. Oubliette my cogwork. Okay. They have 10 cards left, so. Okay, there's the Sphinx. They get that back. Can I draw like a Sift? Well, there's Maze. Not terrible. Stops their Sphinx, so they might not have really other ways to win. We have a 4/2. They're respecting the Maze, not attacking into it. Steel Sabotage. Okay, a little bit late to the party there, but I'll accept. I think I'll just take 4 here to start. No blocks. Just Maze the 5/5. Land. I'll keep that land just for Sift reasons. Opponent with 3 cards in hand, but 8 cards in library. 7 cards in library. I have a lot more like creatures and things in my deck. Can chump with Servo at some point. Not in a huge rush to do that. I can see them having another Sphinx of the Guild pack. And, oh man, another land. Brutal. I can see them having more counter spells as well. I think I'll chump the 4-2 here. When it dies, create a Chetra token. I think I'll also counter any artifact. Maybe I don't chump this now because I can block with the 1-1. Take 4 one more time. I think so. Major Sphinx. Esperzoa. Not sure if that's going to do it. Opponent could also certainly have a removal spell for this. Bobble is fine. They can draw a card if they want. Down to 5 cards in the library right now, going down to 4 under upkeep. Oh, Fatal Push targeting Esperzoa. I think I Steel Sabotage, bounce it to my hand. It's kind of weird, but I think that's the line. I guess I'm taking 4 one more time. Because I want to be able to trade for this 2-1, yeah. Oh, they have to attack with the Sphinx. Otherwise I can just maze the 4-2, yeah. So I block the 2-1. I go to 4. I have to draw something. Or I guess not really because I have Esperzoa. They draw down to 4 cards. Sift. Sift is good. Start with that. See if it gets countered. Discard land. Play land. Play Salvagers. I can play Bobble for free, but I can draw a card with Star right now for 1 mana. Suppose I start with that. Chromatic Star. Play it. Add blue mana. Draw. Another land. Play Esperzoa. Return Bobble. Oh, they had the Metallic Rebuke. It's unfortunate the order that I played that stuff in. Return Bobble. I can still trade Salvagers for their 4-2. But if they have another removal spell, I just lose. We'll see if they do. Metallic Rebuke, not great here. I have to block here. I don't get to keep drawing. I'm going to play some type of artifact. Bounce the Chalice. Replay Chalice. Get back there 4-2, replay it. And now I have to draw something again. Brutal. mean, opponent has played well, but I don't think their deck is like that great. Okay, there's Master Splicer. It's a great draw, because even if they draw a removal spell, this can buy me up to 2 turns. Go ahead. Two cards left. I'll gladly trade Golem for 4-2. They just no attacks. Okay. 2 cards in the library. Mirrorsmith. Try to snap it off. Do they have a spell here? Go ahead. Maze of it's just doing work. Treasure Mage. 1 card in the library. They really only have Sphinx as the only way to win. They concede. Wow. Do I want the last Sift or another Automaton? I think I at least want Automaton. Seems like the opponent just doesn't have many ways to win. I mean, Revoke isn't like that great. I guess I can exile their enchantment. Basilisk Collar is also not very good. I think I can just side that out. And I'm going to be back in 30 seconds. Alright, this hand looks sweet in this matchup. And if this Mirrorsmith survives. I get to go turn 3 land, Chalice, start activating Mirrorsmith, eventually get this Esperzoa down. They might have Metallic Rebuke here. Maybe not. Play a 2-1, sure. Just going to run out Mirrorsmith for sure. They see that we draw Mystic Gate. Okay, I'll play it. Just because they know about it. Play Mirrorsmith. I'm gonna take 2. Then I'll start making artifacts. Fatal Push. That's what I did not want to see. It's okay though. I can just play Cogwork Assembler, or I can play Chalice for 1. I think I just play Cogwork. I'm not sure what's right. This at least blocks their 2/1. It's weird that they're playing this. Maybe they just needed like 1 more playable. I mean, their deck honestly doesn't seem great. Now I can play. I think it's right to play Esperzoa, Chalice for 0, leave up Steel Sabotage. Alternatively, I can play. Yeah, it's got to be right. If they try to kill the Esperzoa, I can bounce it. I guess I should have played this first. Yeah, that was fucking misplay. God damn, I'm just playing so bad because I should have played the Esperzoa first because if they counter it, I want to have Chalice in my hand, not in play. God damn, so bad. Now Chalice is just basically stuck in play forever on 0. Sorry for the misplays, just feeling real bad here. See if they have counters for these. They do. Think trading is profitable for us? I'm not sure. Main phase Thirst for Knowledge. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just not playing these games that well. Baleful Strix that I can't counter now. Great. Maybe eventually I can make copies of that though, and 7 mana draw card. Path. Just get this down. I'm not even gonna offer the trade here. Opponent with 3 cards in hand. They can't play a Sphinx right now. When it dies, reveal cards until you reveal a non-land card with CMC 3 or less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Sure. Play this for 2. Leave up. I should have left up Steel Sabotage. I meant to over Path. I mean, it's getting late here, and usually when it gets late, I start playing a lot worse. So just bear with me here. We'll see if we can get there. I'll start being able to activate Cogwork Assembler soon. This is when it dies, right? So it doesn't work with this, but Baleful Strix does. Alright, 4/2, it comes back, but I can path that. Do I want to path it now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know it gives them a mana, but I kind of do. Then I can just pass with Cogwork and Steel Sabotage up. If I draw a land, I can just do this now. Do I want to do it now? I can also make a 4/4 attack, but I think drawing a card's better. I think I'll just wait. Because I can potentially, like, I don't even know. I was going to say steal sabotage around other counter spells. Alright, that resolves. Do they not get anything? They choose not to use it? That means they probably have it in hand. We'll get a Baleful Strix. Draw Sift. Sift is good. Okay, want to take this opportunity probably to just deploy a massive Chalice. Just Chalice for 3, and then Sift. Then I just have so much more mana for Cogwork. Metallic Rebuke. Okay. Suppose I attack with Baleful. Pass. I know that they have Sphinx in hand, so I do have Steel Sabotage for it. Because they chose to not find with Treasure Mage. I dealt with their 4-2. So I don't know if they have that many ways left to win. And if they just tap out for Sphinx here, they have 2 cards in hand, and I counter it, I think that's going to be bad for them. They're probably thinking, if I cast Sphinx right now and it gets countered, I lose. So should I go for it? Is my guess, is what they're thinking. I mean, I'll oblige, I'll block here. If they want to activate, they can. Steel Sabotage can bounce my Golem. Can bounce their Baleful Strix to draw. They bounce Golem. Sure. I'm fine with that exchange. Another Sift. I can just make a copy of Baleful Strix though and save the Sifts. I think that's better. Still have Steel Sabotage up. Thirst is fine. They must have the 5/5 flying in hand. Cathodian, that resolves. Right, they want to get their Baleful Strix off the table so I can stop drawing, but I'll agree to that. Do I even block here? I think I do. I have like all these Sifts in hand, so. Okay, let's go land, Sift. Got plenty of mana left. There's Revoke. Revoke is nice. You can just revoke the Cathodian just to get like stuff off the board. Just discard that. Play Plains. Oh, I already played a land. I think I just revoke this. Play Bauble. I have 19 cards in library. Just Bauble now. Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot. That's fine. Since I've just seen their entire deck, I just know that they don't have many ways to win, and they didn't Treasure Mage or anything. So I'm almost sure that they have the 7 mana 5/5 flying in hand that they're trying to figure out how to resolve. I'm almost sure of it. They're trying to like get counterspells back so they can like play it with a counterspell up and then resolve it. Almost certain of that. Maze of It is great. Let's go for Mechanist. If I can start making copies of Mechanist, it just gets insane. Counter target artifact spell. Okay, there's nothing I can do. Do I want to leave myself up vulnerable to Metallic Rebuke? I don't even think I need to. I'm just going to play Maze of It so it can't be like discarded or anything. Just pass. I can sift next turn. I'm not in a rush. Opponent with 8 cards in library. I know they have the 7-drop in hand. Just going to wait. They're just waiting as well. Interesting. Okay, I'll block with my Master Splicer. I can rebuy that. They get a treasure, it's fine. Alright, they're going for it. So they must have counter back, but I do have Maze of It still. Fatal push this. Okay. Still have Maze of It. Let's go Sift. That's good draws. I think I just want to play around any more Metallic Rebukes. So choose a creature. I think I'll choose Cogwork Assembler and Fairy Mechanist. Could even just play Cogwork Assembler right now, and they just concede. Sweet! I misplayed that horribly, like absolutely horribly. I should not have had that, but got lucky and had it. Opponent's deck just was like very, very light on win conditions. They were just all counter spells, and they played well, but okay, well this is a mulligan. 0 in because Maze of It doesn't actually add mana. And we have to keep this. Not exciting, but it's a fine 6, I suppose. We're against that painting. Had some long matches here. I was hoping this would be a quicker league, but I guess with double masters, the matches are pretty grindy. And I think cracking star is the way to go through this lag. No, just because I don't think I need the mana fixing. I already have both my colors, and I think keeping it in play doesn't really do anything. So cast with multi-kicker 1, then this way I can play a 4-drop next turn. Probably just run out Master Splicer first. Oh, Rexage Destroyer Chalice, that's good. Now we want to draw land. Yeah, naturalized effects are just really good in this cube. Fabricate. I think I want to just block. Don't want a path yet though. Remember the Fallen, that seems good. Maybe I even return Chalice. Yeah, I think returning Chalice is good. Kind of stuck on mana, so seems like the play to me. Crusader, sure. Chatter. Okay, this looks like just green-white aggro. Land? 7-drop. Not a land. I can go play Canonist and then leave up Path for Crusader. They only have 2 cards. They can flashback Chatter. Maybe they'll attack with like Rex Age. I'll trade, Path this, and then set up, draw land, and then play Master Splicer and be in a good spot. I mean, if I just survive, eventually I'm going to draw lands. Wow, they're just straight green-white tokens. Our draw just isn't really functional. Wow, 3/3. That's fine. Block here. Could Path here and then deal with a smaller Crusader. But I think they have a Chatter in the yard, and I think just getting the Crusader out of there has got to be right. You just take 3. And if I draw a land and able to play Master, okay, well, for not being a land, Maze of Ith is good. Revoke this or play Chalice? I guess Chalice on 1 is better because I can just maze this, take 2, go down to 10. It only saves 1 damage to revoke this. Oh wait, I can just go Chalice into revoke, which I'll do. Duh. Maze of Ith, great card. I think it's underrated. It's like, this is a good like Legacy Cube card. It's even okay in Vintage Cube, especially in the sideboard against like swords and stuff. Against equipment, it's like fantastic. So they can attack for 1. But now I can guaranteed play Master Splicer or Mechanist. I think I'm playing Master Splicer because this blocks 2 things. They have 1 card in hand. I think I'm just like winning the value war eventually. As long as I don't die. Alabaster Mage is fine. Doesn't really do much. I'm like almost embarrassed to post this video, but I do post all my leagues, so I am going to post this. Absolutely. Just embarrassed at my play overall in this league. It's just not up to my usual standards, but that happens. I mean, I'm tired. I've been playing a lot. I just played a Legacy League right before this, so it's totally understandable. All right, I can Chalice for 2. I can Salvagers, or I can Mechanist. I think I'll just Mechanist. Then not attack. Nice, we hit. Pass the turn. Again, looking to be in a good situation here. As long as they don't draw a bomb. Champion. This is good earlier, right? So when other creatures enters, this gets bigger, and then creatures with power that's less than this creature can't block creatures you control. So as long as this gets too big, I won't be able to block with anything. So I do have to deal with that. Alright, they're attacking with Germ. Well, I'll block with my flyer. Oh, no, this is a 2/2 flyer. Don't want to trade. I'll just maze it, but I don't think there's any reason to block that. I could block and then maze it, but land, okay. So I can't deal with this yet, but I can go Chalice for 2, and then play Cogwork Assembler. So So this makes a copy of target artifact and exile it at the beginning of the next end step. My attacks aren't great yet though. I am worried about that champion. If they play a couple creatures, it's going to be rough for my blocks. All they need to do is play 2 creatures, and then I don't really have any blocks. Because, again, it's not they can't block this creature. They can't block creatures you control. This is actually like a really key card. In Limited, when whatever set this was in, it was like very, very good. Angel of Dawn. Okay. That makes this 3 power too. So only my golem can block this turn. So I think I'm just dead to that. See how much the opponent attacks with. Alright, well I can block Alabaster Mage with Golem. And then I can maze the Germ. Take 6 down to 5. The problem is if they play any other creature, their champion does become permanently a 3/3. And then I'm kind of in trouble. Can make a copy of Golem. Ooh, Basilisk Color. That's interesting. That is interesting. I'm at 2 though. I have 6 mana. So I can Basilisk Collar my Golem and attack. And if they block with like nothing, I can let the damage happen and then untap it with Maze. Oh no, I have 7 mana because this is a Chalice on 2. Does that change anything? Maybe because I can Cogwork Assembler and make another 4/4. I think the play though is play Salvagers, play Collar, hope they don't have another creature. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to attack with Golem here. I'm not sure if this is right. Oh, I needed to stop on damage to be able to untap this. That sucks. Now if they have a creature, I think I'm just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. No creature? If they don't have a creature, I'm okay. Clear shot. And that's I think that's no. Now that's exactly lethal, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. So if I had untapped this, I could block with this on here. I just needed to stop on my damage phase. That sucks. Because during damage, it's still attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I think I should have had that one too. This is like the draft of misplaying though. Trust me, watch some of my other videos, youtube.com/snapbolt. I don't generally play this bad. Alright, let's get Cathodian in there. It's a good blocker. Sanctum Spirit's okay. Sift is like fine, but maybe I'd rather just have like more stuff when they're just going like all creatures. Ever remember the Fallen? Alright, let's try it like this. I just want stuff that affects the board against like the 1/1 token making deck. I mean, I don't think I even want Crib Swap because giving them a 1/1 token is actually like fine for them. So what I needed to do there was attack. They don't block. Damage happens. Then activate Maze, target my own guy. After I already lifelinked, it untaps it, pass the turn. Then I can block with the 4/4, the 3/3 lifelink. So I drew 2 7-drops. I'm going to keep. His hand's bad, but I have Treasure Mage to get my third 7-drop. And maybe we'll draw something we can cast earlier. If not, we have this Chalice to start ramping. Raven Inspector, okay. Cast for 1. Maybe we'll draw another Chalice. Opponent playing fast, though. Okay, just cracks Clue and F6s. That's what I like to see. Basilisk Color should be great. Look at that, siding in the third 7-drop to be able to get with Treasure Mage. Brilliant. No, most likely it doesn't matter. If I get to 7, I should be able to win. Chalice would probably be my best draw. Crusader. Wait. No. Okay, I don't think I was going to attack here anyway. Oh, I meant to play Maze of it too. And when I misclick like that, it also messes me up. Now if they play Removal Spell, it's pretty annoying to not have this down. I think they probably don't have much removal in their deck though. If they attack with Crusader, I'm going to snap block. Yeah, they don't. Alright, Maze, Cogwork, go. Wait, do I re-equip over here? Maybe I even attack. But if they trade with Alabaster and then I get to re-equip, seems good. Okay, let's see. So I have to stop on my damage. I think if the creature was still attacking, I'd be able to maze. So I'm at 5 mana right now. Need 2 more mana. Clear shot, kill my guy. I can hit for 1. So I have maze. Land. Chalice, even better. Chalice for 2. Hope they don't have Rex Age. Then I can start dropping fatties. Probably just going to start playing automatons. They have to attack with both. because they need to get in for 1. Mazavith is just so good. Just go bobble. Automaton. Do the lag. I'll make a 1/1. Just bobble now. Forest. Okay, looking good. 777 drop. Genius play coming in. Crib swap? Sure. There is more where that came from. Ooh, Master Splicer. It's a nice one. Just going to play another Automaton. Yeah, I'll double block a Raven Inspector. If they want to play a combat trick to kill my 1/1s, they can. Sure. They have 0 cards in hand, and I have 2 7-drops and a Master Splicer. Looking good. Canonist. Servo, go. Just playing the ramp deck here with double Chalice. Drawing that second Chalice was so huge. Greaves. Okay, I can't target their guy with Mazavith now, but I also have a 5/7. And it's going to be Lifelink Death Touch. I think equipping is good. Because I can play both of these still. Gaining 5 seems like where I want to be. Especially when I just play a bunch more creatures out. Could have just played my Sphinx as well, but I think this is better. Okay, they can fabricate. Make a potentially good block on Automaton. That's fine. Just attack with just this. And then I'll just get Sphinx down. I think they probably need to double block. Right? Yeah, because if I just lifelink again, it's just really bad for them. That's 6 mana. I'll just rep Path. This should do it. This has been a long draft. This is honestly, it's like an interesting format, but it honestly hasn't been my favorite format. The games just become really cluttered really fast, and there's some cool stuff going on for sure, and the packs are cool, but yeah. I don't think I'll be doing a ton of double Masters drafts. Alright, this looks fine. Just run it back. I feel like I'm fairly decently set up against what the opponent's doing. Keep this hand that doesn't really do anything. Okay, they have 1-drop into 2-drop. Chatter is a good card. Can we draw Chalice? Flashback Chatter. Chalice? Path. Well, I don't want to path a squirrel. If they play Crusader, they'll all path that. Raven. Nope. Not going to be pathing that. I could. Because I don't want to keep just taking so much damage. I think I just need to save the path. Could play out the cogwork as well. Kind of blocks everything well. Could also just leave up Metallic Rebuke, take 3 more damage. Not sure. Just play out my 2/3. If they kill it, maybe I can Sanctum Gargoyle it back. Voice. Voice is fine. I can path the voice. Okay, land is good. I think I'm just playing Master Splicer here. Let's think about this though. Can also path this now. Leave up Metallic Rebuke. That's reasonable. And then next turn play Master Splicer. Feels bad to give them an extra land, especially considering I want to Metallic Rebuke something, but I think this is right. I think they're going to try to play something here. Revoke. Now they have 3 mana up. Jesus Christ. I'll counter this. Take 5, then I play Master Splicer. They have 2 cards in hand. Another threat? Oh, they just lifelink. Okay. Land is decent. Need an artifact to go to the graveyard for this. Remember the Fallen and Sanctum Gargoyle, but I may just have to play out like my Sanctum Gargoyle without value this game. Could play Aurochs Salvagers first though. Crib swap. Alright, it's a golem. It's a 2/2. They don't attack into it. Maybe they didn't realize. Just gonna play a 2/4. Pass. It says flying, right? I know, it's just a 2/2 1/1 changeling. Oh, I always thought it was flying. Right, Angel of Dawn is definitely annoying. Can they even attack that well though? Not really. I guess they're going for it. Block, take 4. Can block with Master Splicer too. That way, if I draw a land, 4, 5, 6, 7, I can go Remember the Fallen, replay Master Splicer. Yeah, looks good. They can lifelink something, I just don't care about that. They have 0 cards. They do have a 3/3 flying angel, which is not good. Basilisk Collar, wow. Now that is good. They have 0 cards. I kind of want to play Sanctum Gargoyle and play Basilisk Collar this turn. I mean, I have 6 mana. Maybe what I should do is play Basilisk Collar, equip Salvagers, no attack, replace Remember the Fallen, return Master Splicer. That's got to be the line. They can attack for 3 in the air, but then I get to attack back for 2 lifelink and re-equip my 4/4 Crusader. That's a good draw. Thing is, I can still attack back for lifelink because it has Death Touch. Might go back up to 9. I think I'm heavily favored from this position. Just because Basilisk Color. So good. Could certainly lose still though. I make a 4/4 and then I equip Collar onto my 4/4. And then I have Sanctum Gargoyle back that I can play at some point. They drew a land. It's good news for me. I'm just going to be playing out a 4 mana 2/3 flying next turn. Or not. No attack here. Go up to 10 and play an Automaton. Maybe I even make it a 6/8 this time to play around like even a bigger Crusader. Or do I want a 1/1 for additional blocking? I think I make it a 6/8. Then I can equip Collar onto it, gain 1 more life. What does this do? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +1/+1. Sweet. I don't think it's going to be enough against this gain 6. Ooh, Bauble. I can just go off with Bauble Salvagers. Alright, let's equip here. I think I attack with both of these. I think I'm safe to do that, yeah. And that really shortens the clock. And then I can go Bauble them. Maybe I should have done this first to see what they were drawing. What if they're drawing like a big token maker? Clear Shot? I mean, that does something. I am at 13 now, though. So they can like kill one of my guys and attack. I get to draw 2 additional cards. And they're at 6. So this is lethal. Plus some of my other guys are lethal. I knew that they're drawing Clear Shot. Chromatic Star Revoke. Looks like we were going to get the 3-0. Play horribly, get rewarded, right? Yeah, this format's just super grindy and kind of like often stalls out. So we know they have the Clear Shot in hand. Or is that what it's called? Clear Shot? I should have left it there. I think it's a sorcery, right? Let's just see so I don't mess this up. See, is it revealed over here? No. Watch, I'll like time out now. Probably not, but let's see. I'm just looking this card up real quick. It's an instant. The target creature you control gets +1/+1 till end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Okay. So you can like deal damage to my Sanctum Gargoyle, or you can make they can make this Crusader a 5/5 and double block. They're at 6. I think I'll start by just Chromatic, draw a card. Chalice. Doesn't do anything. What happens if I just attack with all? I mean, they have no way to kill Automaton except for double blocking. Or blocking and dealing damage to it. I guess they can stop the lifelink from Automaton. I think I'm just going to attack with Automaton and then revoke their enchantment. I'm also just going to Chalice for 3. Could draw some more cards, but I think this is good. Just attack with this. They can block and fight their own thing with Clear Shot. They don't want me to gain life, or they can block and then deal damage to Automaton, which is fine as well. Looks like they're going to go for the kill Automaton line. I just get to gain 6 more then. Yeah. So they deal the damage, then they trade 2 for 1. I go up to 19. Then I add 4 mana, revoke this, then equip Collar, probably onto my Sanctum Gargoyle. Could have equipped to my 4/4, but I think this is fine. I can draw. Oh, that's actually good. I was going to say I can draw a ton of cards. This makes these 5/5s, which is nice. Just keep doing stuff. Just don't want to time out at this point. They have a 2/2 Haste Fabricate 1 on top. Okay. This will probably be the last card I draw this turn. And then I can re-equip Collar if I need to. Drawing Esperzoa. Let's attack here, here. I think that's it. Just chumping. They have another Clear Shot. Oh, Might of the Masses. Okay. And I'll just equip there and pass. Draw some cards. Again, we know they drew that Fabricate dude. Draw down their Chalice. I think I can equip my Sanctum Gargoyle attack. They probably have to trade. Then I can play multiple flyers this turn. Yeah, it seems good. Do I attack with my 5/5 as well? I think so. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. They have to block this 5/5. They just chump. Four, 5, 6, Chalice for 3. Then I have 6 mana, so I can't quite do that. Can only chalice for 2. Three minutes left, but 3.5, it's plenty of time. Chalice for 2. And then lethal flyer plus another flyer. And I'm back up at 23. Basilisk Collar just won this game. Cathodian, any order, F6, and F6. Opponent's deck wasn't bad. They had a decent aggro deck. Just gotta not time out here. Collar. So they can block Esperzoa actually. They still have like great attacks. Because they cannot block Mechanist, they have to block Esperzoa. Could I have attacked with these for lethal as well? Looks like no. I would not have had lethal. I could draw some cards as well. Just don't want to time out though. Nice. Got the 3-0. I think I played like horribly. I'm still embarrassed, honestly, just on how I played. But 3-0, I mean, that was a fun draft. I mean, super sweet. Again, not my favorite format, gonna be honest. Both times I've played, the games tend to play out similarly, where it's like a board stall and just like there's all these artifacts doing powerful stuff. There's different powerful things you can do, but again, just not my favorite, but that's okay. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. This is youtube.com/snapbolt and Twitch TV/snapboltgames. Please follow me on either platform. Till next time.